And a pleasant good morning to you all, and welcome back to the Bilskie channel, and welcome back to some more of Phillies baseball, bringing you an early version of baseball to here today on this July 4th, Independence Day. Happy July the 4th. Happy Independence Day to all of you, and certainly want to thank you for joining me here today. And what better than baseball and Independence Day, 4th of July, and baseball together? What an awesome combination. And I know that we don't have actual baseball yet. That'll be later this month, Lord willing. But we got some baseball for you today. Talking about as American as apple pie. Well, you got baseball, 4th of July right here. As you see the pitching matchup today, it's Zach Eflin going back to the mound, looking for win number 9. He'll be opposed by Nestor Cortez Jr. He'll be looking for his 4th win. Phils lead the series, as you see there, 1-0. They absolutely boat raced the Mariners by a final score of 19-1. Yes, that's a real thing. That actually happened last night. Phils exploded, for lack of a better term, a whole bunch of runs. And they did it in some grand fashion. Much to my surprise, Logan Forsythe, who was brought up essentially on this American League trip, be another bat. And boy, did he come up at just the right time. He nailed 3 home runs yesterday, went 4 for 4. I don't think you could ask for a better performance than that, especially from somebody coming back from Lehigh Valley, obviously with something to prove, and he certainly got that done last night. So as we move forward here, we're gonna make sure everybody's dressed in their July 4th garb. You see the New Era Stars and Stripes gear. You see the hats and the socks. Both teams will be wearing those today. Aaron Nola. Obviously, you can't tell because Aaron Nola's the figure there, but the Phillies will be wearing the same thing, the cap and the socks of Independence Day, this July the 4th. Yeah, we're getting started early. It's an actual night game, but we're going to get this started early. It's an MLB Network game today, so we'll go clear skies. Zach Eflin, yes, going back to. Here is the starting lineup on this July 4th. Andrew McCutchen leads off, as usual, in left field. Mean Gene Segura, who also homered yesterday. Kutch had 2 home runs yesterday, but Mean Gene also homered. He'll be at the hot corner once again. He was DH yesterday. Today, the DH will be Bryce Harper. I definitely wanted to get him back in the lineup, and maybe his cold streak is over, and he'll be providing some fireworks at the big fella Rhys Hoskins at the cleanup spot playing first base. The captain, JT Realmuto, behind the plate batting 5th. Batting 6th, Roman Quinn. He's in center field as usual. Josh Harrison moves over to shortstop, giving Didi Gregorius a break today. Scott Kingery, the second baseman, who also homered yesterday. Josh Harrison. Base and batting 9th, Logan Forsythe, who in that 9th spot yesterday, also playing right field. Brought him back today. Did a great job yesterday, so wanted to make sure that I left him in the game. He definitely deserved it, and who knows, maybe we'll see some more from Logan Forsythe in the lineup today. So we're just going to get right to it here. We're going to hit the start button, and there you see the winning streak. Well, count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looking for 9 in a row, as there is your lineup for your 73-15 Phillies. It's McCutchen, Segura, and Harper. Hoskins, Realmuto, Quinn, Harrison, Kingery, and Forsythe. That is your starting 9. We're in an American League ballpark. The DH is out. For some July 4th baseball. Enjoy the game, everybody, here on the MLB Network.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Seattle Mariners. The Phils find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Nestor Cortez Jr. is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He will lead this one off today. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. 32 now for the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup, and he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
Gene Segura standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Cortez isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
3-0 now. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Bases are empty here, nobody out. 3-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone. Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
He's set and the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Lewis. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Now the 2-0. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now batting, JT Realmuto. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Pretty impressive for a catcher. It's rare that you see a catcher maintain a great average over the course of a full season.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Realmuto brings in a batting average right at .290, a respectable number for sure. 1-0. Here it is. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two 2-0 count. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Now at the plate, Roman Quinn. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 3 runs already home here. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. And this is on the ground for JP. It's short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Phillies lead this one 3-0. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
And here's the speedster D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Nope. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Gordon ahead, 3 balls and a strike. And he popped him up. Segura into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Malik.
Set to get his day started, Malik Smith, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Forsythe is there, 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Digging in, Mitch Haniger, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again, 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mariners nothing. Josh Harrison stands in. He went deep last night twice. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Smith's on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
In now, Logan Forsythe. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Kingery stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Spin and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. High in the air out to center field. Smith is there, and he has it for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass, but let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
And that's through, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. In his career, Segura has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Matt McGill enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Unable to find the zone with the slider. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. In there, 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-2 pitch. Drilled to first. He's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just hung in there on that one. Again, a 1-2.
Ball.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Full count now. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. There's ball 4.
Take your base. Now back. The catcher.
Ready for another chance. JT Realmuto. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Realmuto is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a can't. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn. And he puts it on the ground to second. Gordon is there. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 9 and the Mariners nothing. Now at the plate, Daniel Vogelback. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
And right into the shift. Hoskins has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth. The catcher. Bilskie.
So striding in, Tom Murphy will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Into the box, Scott Kingery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. For the current campaign, Kingery begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This year against right-handed pitching, Kingery hits a little over the .270 mark. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Gordon backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The right field, number 13, Logan.
Striding in, Logan Forsythe. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
Now the 1-0. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Henniger is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The left field, 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Andrew McCutcheon. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Henniger will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Into the box now, Kyle Lewis. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Ready now, J.P. Crawford, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dylan Moore. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Moore stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs.
Oh, and he misses it.
Second baseman,
Here's D. Gordon now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. The second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Malik Smith the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Men on third with 2 down. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Forsythe is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 3 innings complete. Philadelphia is on top, 9-2. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, Bryce Harper. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1-0 the count. From the stretch.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is Smith. And this one is gone. A home run. So a two-run shot to left center, and that is 27 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Eric Swanson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, JT Realmuto. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0 home.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
The center fielder, number 24.
Stepping into the box, Roman Quinn. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lewis is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, John Harris.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Harrison. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him as the blowout continues. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. 4 runs here in this half inning. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 2nd home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Taylor Williams gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Standing in now, Gene Segura, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. Williams, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But they get the long ball working here as they club 3 home runs in the inning on their way to putting up a 6th spot. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies on top 15-2. Dan Vogelbach is next. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 20.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
At the plate now, Kyle Seager.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
To the plate now, Kyle Lewis. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Count even now at 1-1. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come
high in the air, deep down the left field line, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We played 4 full. The Phillies lead it 15-3. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Bryce Harper. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Smith is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Now here it comes. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. His second of the game as this lead got even wider.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
In now, Roman Quinn. On, he pops it up. Crawford onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Josh Harrison.
Digging in and looking for more, Josh Harrison. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
2 out with the man at first. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Ready on 0-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of the fifth coming up. Phillies lead this one 16-3. Digging in to try it again, Dylan Moore, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First offering on its way. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la a goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that's a ball. Too low.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Hurry.
Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
2-1.
To 2-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there, back to first, and Gordon has hit into a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Ready once again, Malik Smith. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. None left for Seattle, and they remain well behind. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Scott Kingery. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
No.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. it just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Forsythe. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Andrew McCutchen will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And it's fouled away. None out. Runners at first and second. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Here's the 1-2.
Outside.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. 1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Towards second, Gordon is there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder Mitch Haniger. Adam Hazley is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. Jay Bruce is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman. Phil Gosselin will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Now playing third base, number 8, Phil.
Andrew Knapp is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box, Daniel Vogelback. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Third baseman, Kyle.
So digging in now, Kyle Seager. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. Nothing in 1. Slider laid off for a ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners, and as you can see, they are way behind. Dan Altavilla enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Dan Altavilla.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is Smith. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 34 home runs now on the year as the blowout continues. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty B, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Pulled toward right center field.
Waiting on it is Smith.
And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Andrew Ness.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew Knapp. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Pitch on the way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Roman Quinn. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 1-0. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Philadelphia is on top 17-3. Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Tom Murphy. First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's a ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the plate now, Kyle Lewis. No balls and 1 strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Coming to the plate now, J.P. Crawford. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
The windup and the 0-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Here's the 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Fouled away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mariners are down in order, and they remain well behind. Stepping into the box, Josh Harrison. He'll start us off in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get me over curveballs, no get me over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Into the box, Scott Kingery. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Smith calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Digging in once again, Logan Forsythe. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Forsythe with a full 3-2 count.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping up now, Adam Hazley. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Has a look, now the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here. Yoshihisa Hirano comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in now, Phil Gosselin. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Now the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two out, nobody on. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Bryce Harper would be next. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Lewis. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Phillies lead it 19-3. Next will be the designated hitter. Dylan Moore, last time through, was a base hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Quinn is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, E. Jordan.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. 2-1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Quinn comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 00, Malik.
Now to the plate, Malik Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
The right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that misses. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We've played 8 full. Phillies on top, 19-4. All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding forward, the designated hitter, Bryce Harper.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Now here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
In for strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Andrew Knapp.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late, or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Settling in now, Daniel Vogelback, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Adam Morgan, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
No, too low.
Morgan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
To the plate now, Kyle Seager. Lays off 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Tom Murphy. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Here's another 1-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Quinn is there. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
Digging in, Kyle Lewis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy too.
19-4 this afternoon. The Philadelphia Phillies posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Zach Eflin earned his 9th win of the year. Nestor Cortes Jr. allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Well, the Phillies have done it again. They post another 19-run performance on 19 hits. Just an absolutely lopsided game. I actually felt bad for the Mariners at this point. I don't know. It was almost like we're playing a minor league team. I don't know. But there's your star of the game, 3 for 3, also with 2 home runs on the day. JT Realmuto, 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Andrew McCutchen, 4 for 5, also with 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in. Of course, Andrew McCutchen at one point tied Bryce Harper for the league lead in home runs, but we saw Bryce Harper get his 34th, so now it's a battle between 2 Phillies for the top lead in home runs. Rhys Hoskins also with 2 home runs in the game, 2 for 3 on the day. Josh Harrison 3 for 5 with a home run. So much to get to, a lot to unpack, so let's get right to it. As McCutchen got it started off right at the first. The first batter out of here, home run. That got it rolling, and the Phillies never looked back. Yeah. So followed up by JT with a 2-run home run. Absolutely crushed it. You talk about another guy that's been on a roll here of late. The captain certainly has been on a roll. I believe that may have hit the pole. I don't know. But he does it again here in the top of the second. 9 runs in the first 2 innings. As this time it was a 3-run home run by JT. This in the top of the second, it was already 9-0. I guess, as you can see, they already had the bullpen up and running there. So 9-0 after 2 in the fourth. Seattle scored 2 runs, but it was the big fella, Rhys Hoskins, who launches one. Deep, back, out of here. A 2-run home run, making it 11-2 in the fourth. And then it was Jay Hayes' turn. Josh Harrison crushes it. Absolutely crushed this ball. It does a little curve around the foul pole there. And it was out of here, no question about it. 13-2 at that point. And here's where Kutch nails his second of the game. A 2-run shot here to left field. This is in the 4th inning, and they already had 15 runs. Crushed the ball in the second deck this time. A 2-run shot by Andrew McCutchen. That pretty much put him tied with Bryce, but not to be outdone. Bryce comes back, finally hits a home run. Number 34 on the season. This made it 17-3. It looks like the Eagles versus the Seahawks again with that score. But he launches that one for number 34. And what can you say? He did his job today, and he definitely earned his win. And it certainly helps when the offense is kicking on all gears. As he strikes out former Philly J.P. Crawford there. And Adam Hazley gets into the act here. This is the icing on the cake here, as Hazley nails this one out to right center field. Out of here. A 2-run home run, making it 19-3 at this point in the top of the 8th. And M's managed to get a home run in the 9th, making it 19-4, but Adam Morgan just comes in and closes the door. Obviously no save opportunity there. So there's your story. Poor Nestor Cortez Jr. never had a shot. He let up 7 earned runs on 6 hits in only an inning and a half of work. Or an inning and a third of work, I should say. That tells the story right there. Phillies improve. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me get out of here. 19 runs on 19 hits. Wow. Just an incredible turn of events. JT Realmuto, 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Daniel Vogelbach actually got a home run as well for the M's. Zach Eflin improves to 9-5. He gets his 9th win of the season. Phillies now 74-15 on the season. Seattle falls to 26-64. Seattle starter again only went an inning and a third, as Nestor Cortez Jr. falls to 3-4, as the Phillies absolutely put on another hitting clinic in Seattle on the MLB Network here on this July 4th. You talk about fireworks. Yeah, there were plenty of them in today's game. I actually felt bad for the Seattle Mariners. I know they definitely play better than that, although the record doesn't show that. But I know they have put together some wins in their respective season. But nonetheless, the Phillies went in and took care of business again today. And will it happen again tomorrow? One can only wait and see, as Vince Velasquez will make his start. He will be on the mound tomorrow looking for number 12, as the Phillies are looking for their 75th win of the season. I can't believe that's actually a real thing, but there's the story so far on this July 4th Independence Day. It's the captain, JT Realmuto, your Topps Player Spotlight Player of the Game, with 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Just a great all-star worthy performance by every member of this team. You may have seen some guys from the bench come in. I mean, Adam Hazley comes right in off the bench and also nails a 2-run home run. So it wasn't just the your usual starters that have been getting the job done here. Some of the bench players have come in. Yesterday, the story obviously was Logan Forsythe. He got a couple hits today, but certainly didn't launch 3 like he did yesterday. But every day, somebody new steps up. But this man right here has been consistent. He certainly is at the top of the heap as far as batting average is concerned. But the Phillies right now are pretty much checking all the boxes offensively. They're getting them on and getting them in. And as former manager Charlie Manuel used to say, it sure is hitting season. And we're at the peak of it right now on this July 4th Independence Day. So that's it for now. We'll be back with you tomorrow as Vince Velasquez, you see the Phillies there really running away with the division here in the first half. We'll see what the second half of the season brings. But tomorrow, Phil's in Seattle back at it. That will be probably an early afternoon game. Scheduled for 1:10. I'll probably do it like around, I don't know, maybe late morning, early afternoon. Just make sure you follow on Bilskie's Phillies Season on Facebook to check the start times. I usually get started a little earlier or later depending on what I got going on during the day. But it's Vince Velasquez going to the Hill tomorrow. Got a family gathering to get to today, and I am out of here. So from my family to your family, enjoy this Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to you all, and we will see you once again back here tomorrow here on the Bilskie channel for more Phillies baseball. Have a great July 4th and have a great day, everybody.